On this episode of City Focus, the Valdosta Fire Department joins Moody Air Force Base in a live fire training exercise. Public Information Officer Sementha Mathews talks about career opportunities with Valdosta. An athletic program is resurrected to teach students life skills. And Georgia Cities Week encourages citizens to visit downtown businesses. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Michael Hawkinson, Media Coordinator for the City of Valdosta. On the previous episode of City Focus, we told you about the Consolidated plan of Valdosta's Neighborhood Development Division. The plan will serve as a 5-year strategy for Valdosta's block grant program. The new plan uses information collected from a series of online surveys and focus groups to steer the program in a direction influenced by citizens. The Consolidated plan is available for viewing in a variety of locations between April 6 and May 6. It can be accessed online at the Neighborhood Development Division's page of valdostacity.com. For hard copy viewing, the plan can be found at the Neighborhood Development Office and the South Side and South Georgia Regional Libraries. Before the final approval from Mayor and Council, there will be one more opportunity for citizen feedback in May. For more information on the Consolidated plan, contact the Neighborhood Development Division at 229-671-3617. On March 23rd, the recruits of the Valdosta Fire Department had an opportunity to participate in a unique training exercise thanks to VSU. The impetus for the event was not fire-related, but feather-related. Monica Haynes, Landscape and Grounds Supervisor of VSU Plant Operations, approached City Manager Larry Hansen about the pigeon problem plaguing the school's parking deck on Sostella Avenue. The birds use the deck as a nesting site where they produce copious amounts of waste. The school does not use chemicals to clean the excrement off, so a powerful water flow is the best method of cleaning the parking deck. Hansen mentioned the problem to VFD's Chief Freddie Broom, who saw the problem as an opportunity to use the parking deck to simulate a high-rise training exercise while helping the school clean the deck. The parking deck provided a realistic setting for the firefighter recruits to learn about extinguishing fires on multiple floors while navigating through the building and around hazards such as parked cars. After the exercise, Haynes stated that the VFD's access to fire hydrants allowed them to easily clean the parking deck and that the school hopes to continue the partnership in the future. And weeks after that high-rise simulation at VSU, the Valdosta Fire Department joined Moody Air Force Base in a live fire exercise. Captain Carl Smith of Valdosta Fire Department's Training Division gave us more details on this exercise.
Today we are doing our annual live fire training for the ARF personnel. ARF stands for Airport Rescue and Firefighting for the City of Valdosta. These men and women that are doing this training today here at Moody are our ARF personnel who are stationed at the Valdosta Regional Airport, and they are required to do an annual live fire burn. Our training calendar currently, we do 2 a year, just to be out of an abundance of caution, we do 2 a year. This scenario is a C-130 aircraft. This prop that we have behind us is actually a crashed aircraft, and it'll have multiple fires. It'll have ground fires outside of the aircraft, it'll have a cockpit fire, and it'll have a compartment fire or a battery fire, where batteries might be. and our men will practice going in and out of the aircraft, putting the fires out as they go.
Today we invited Valdosta to come down and do it's a live fire training, which is an annual requirement that they need. But since we are the only ones that have a trainer in the area, we just like to team up with them and get some stuff done so they can get their requirements that they need annually. This morning when they came in, we went over a safety brief, and then once we came out here, we pre-positioned the trucks, and what we do is they'll all take turns rotating into different positions, which will be interior attack, exterior attack, and also safety on both sides. And then basically they would go in, fight the fire, get a little hands-on, and then back out and then switch out. Our number one requirement is safety above all, and then pretty much just to go in there and get the feel, because they don't get to do much hands-on unless the aircraft actually crashes, and which we don't like. And but they'll basically just go in and get some hands-on and fight some fire, and then once they get our training manager decides that they've had enough in there, they shut it down and they back out.
Training exercise like this live fire event are not just for firefighters in training. They also serve to keep seasoned members of the department in top form.
They're all trained professionals. They are certified by the state of Georgia as aircraft rescue firefighters, which is a separate certification other than just being a firefighter.
And they're firefighters, they're trained in this, and to actually go in and do it and get hands-on, they did very well. Well, it's just it's great to actually work with the local fire guys, for them to come in and actually do some teamwork, because we do have a lot of mutual aid agreements in the area. So if they need help, we're able to go down and interact with them, and vice versa. If we need help here, they can come in and interact with us, and it's good to get together and actually be able to see that.
For more information on the training exercises like this one, contact the VFD Training Division at 229-259-5461. Najee Harris was honored for receiving the Good Samaritan Youth Hero Award at a recent American Red Cross Heroes Award banquet. You may remember Najee from an earlier episode of City Focus. On September 22nd of last year, Najee braved the dangers of a house fire to evacuate 2 elderly neighbors from their burning home. When the Valdosta Fire Department arrived on the scene, they were able to focus on extinguishing the fire. Thanks to the efforts of Najee and the VFD, there were no injuries to any occupants or fire personnel caused by the fire. We once again congratulate Najee Harris on his heroic actions in the face of danger, saving the lives of his neighbors, but we're also glad to hear that he's promised not to enter any more burning buildings. Stick around. City Focus will return right after these PSAs.
In 1977, in Johannesburg, South Africa, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. By the age of 9, he was already out playing him. The odds of this gentle lad winning the Junior World Golf Championships at the age of 14, 1 in 16 million. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the Open Championship once and the US Open Championship twice, 1 in 780 million. The odds of this professional golfer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. Ernie Els encourages you to learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back to City Focus. My guest for today's episode is Sementha Mathews, Public Information Officer for the City of Valdosta. Thank you for joining me today.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Now, you're here today to discuss employment opportunities with the City of Valdosta. Can you give us some information about the jobs that are currently available?
Absolutely. Right now we have a little bit more than a dozen jobs available right now with the City of Valdosta. These are career opportunities for people who want to work with local government. There's some great career options available with the City of Valdosta and some great benefit packets that go along with them for both full-time and part-time employees. The way you can find out some information about what is available with this city is by going to the website, valdostacity.com, and you'll see a tab along the top navigation bar called Jobs. Click on that and you'll see all the ones that are available for you to apply for. And when you click on the actual job description, at the bottom of each of the job descriptions, it gives you an opportunity to click on this link that'll take you to the application process. So it's as simple as that. You can also call the HR department to get more information, as well as go there in person, and they're located at 216 East Central Avenue.
Now, in addition to these paid positions, the city does also offer internships. Can you tell us a little bit about these kind of opportunities with the city?
Right. There's a lot of opportunities for students or people who maybe have been out of the workforce for a while, who want to intern with the City of Valdosta, and we have some in our Channel 17 department, as well as public information. The city manager's office has one. The mayor's office definitely needs one and probably will get one in the future. Community development is establishing the criteria right now for a new intern position there. I know the police department is currently using them, as well as the fire department is pursuing them. So a lot of different opportunities for people to get an idea of if they would want to work in these fields. Some of them are paid, some of them are unpaid, and some of them are used for credit hours. So students can actually get 3 credit hours for working in these internships. So a lot of different opportunities, and definitely some great feedback from the people that we've worked with, that have come and worked in our offices, have gone on to get really good jobs and careers.
Well, I know that I like my interns that I have right now, so that's always a plus.
And so do I.
Now, in addition to these internships and jobs, I know that some people might not have the flexible schedule. Are there any volunteer opportunities coming up with the city that maybe people might be interested in?
Well, there's always opportunities to volunteer. Internships actually can be considered a volunteer position if it's unpaid. However, we do have some. I'd be remiss if I did not mention the boards and commissions that we have. Currently, we have I think there's 13 boards and commission positions available. These are volunteer opportunities to work with the city, to help the city leadership do the business of working for the citizens. And these are there's a variety of boards and commissions that we have at the City of Valdosta, and some of them are joint with Lowndes County. That's a great opportunity to start off with. We also have special events that are always, throughout the year. So we have something like coming up, we have the Great American Cleanup, or we might have Georgia Cities Week, or something that happened. We have windshield surveys where you're helping the neighborhood development do some of the work and get some hands-on experience there. We also have special projects. We actually right now have a special project going on with Valdosta's social media theory class, where they're developing a social media plan for us. So that's a special project that is a volunteer opportunity, but also really great on your resume.
Well, I know that a lot of people should definitely try and take advantage of these opportunities.
Absolutely.
And once again, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. If people have any questions, they can call the Human Resources Department at 259-3544. Anything is really possible. If somebody is listening out there and they say, well, she didn't mention my career field, they should give us a call and let us have that opportunity to find a good fit, because government really is better when there's more people involved in it. And we especially want to see our students get the experience they need to stay in our community and serve the community here in Valdosta. So allow us to make that possible for you.
Well, hopefully we'll get some takers on these
I hope so.
open positions. Well, thank you once again for joining me.
Thank you, Michael. Always glad to be here.
And make sure to visit valdostacity.com to view all of the open positions within the City of Valdosta. There you can also find and download the application forms for the various jobs. On the topics of internships with the city, the Valdosta Police Department has a new group of interns working closely with the officers of the VPD, learning how the department works. Alexis Maloney and Henry Cisneros, criminal justice students with Valdosta State University, talk about their experiences so far working with the police department.
We've worked with the records division. We've filed dockets and helped with the clerk's desk, receiving payments. We've also been upstairs with the investigation. We've gotten to do ride-alongs with the detectives, help assemble case files, stuff like that. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. We like she said, we did ride-alongs with the detectives to certain crime scenes, or just teaching us different investigating techniques. Like if we were to come across something that could be of value to the case, they teach us basic investigating skills. I'm local. I graduated here. I went to Valdosta City Schools, graduated from Lowndes High School, attended GMC, Georgia Military College, and Wiregrass. So I just been here local. I'm just a local boy, and always seen Valdosta police cars all the time. So I was like, well, I just want to see how it works. I never thought about other agencies. I just thought about Valdosta Police Department.
I actually have thought about becoming an officer, and possibly working my way up to detective. So I thought interning at the police department would be a good way to go for the things I want to do in the future. It's different interning here and getting the experience here versus just lectures at school. I mean, you learn a lot through the classes, but working firsthand, experiencing that kind of stuff is better knowledge, I think. So I expected just to learn more firsthand experience versus just reading textbooks.
You learn a lot about the city itself. You see the other side of the city compared to just, you just driving down Bemis or whatever, or driving down Baytree. Working with the detectives, you actually see the opposite side,
Lieutenant Aaron Kirk of the VPD works closely with Maloney and Cisneros. He gave us more information on the internships with the Valdosta Police Department.
Right, well, we work with Valdosta State University, Georgia Military College, and also Wiregrass Georgia Technical College with their criminal justice programs. We accept interns from either of those programs, and actually any program that has a criminal justice program, they have to be in good standing with the school. They have to get a letter of recommendation from their advisor, and they have to be part of their college credits. What we want to give them is an opportunity to see the inner workings of a police department, to kind of come in and find out what the police department's all about, not only just the inner workings, but not only just patrol, but the inner workings, to give them a better idea of what they may want to do in their career. Right, we like to think it's our professionalism here and the people we have here, plus we have a wide range of opportunities here for them to see, not just the patrol, like I said, patrol investigations, the support services, but we also have a crime lab. They'll get to see a little bit of all that, maybe not as much as we would like to show them, but we try and give them a wide range of opportunities to see so that they have a better understanding of law enforcement and what they might want to do with it. Just that, we enjoy having these programs because we like being able to give people the opportunity to see what we do, because like I said, we believe we're a very professional organization, and we want people to know that we don't have anything to hide, and that we want to work with the community. We want that community involvement. So the more that they come in to see us and get to learn us and learn our names and find out who we are, I think the more that relationship can grow.
The students are keeping busy during their internship, but they see it as a great learning opportunity within their field of study.
If you want to get into be a police officer, or you want to be a detective, do an internship. If you want to go back to your local town or whatever, do it there. But here at VPD, it's something different. Here at VPD, they teach you. They actually hands-on teach you. Detectives will show you how things are done, how the procedures are. Even in the records division, there's procedures. Everything has a procedure and it has a protocol, and they teach you that, compared to just textbooks. You don't learn that in textbooks.
Students interested in learning more about internships with the VPD should call Lieutenant Kirk at 229-293-3099 for more information. And stay tuned to Metro 17. City Focus will return right after this break.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Sports are a great way for young people throughout the community to learn and develop skills they will need in life. Teamwork, self-discipline, and self-esteem are just a sample of the lessons that can be learned through athletics. Officer Mark Burkhart of the Valdosta Police Department believed the youth of Valdosta could benefit from learning through sports when he started up the golfer program in 1996. The program has recently been revived, taking a new group of kids to the green.
The name golfer stands for generating opportunities in life for each resident. And this past summer I went to the school and I asked for a list of kids in the housing authority that had good grades and they were not behavioral problems. So we took that and we had a list of names. We invited them in for interviews and they had to write a 2-paragraph essay as to why they wanted to do this. Five of the kids were selected. We are going to take them and teach them how to play the game, but that's not the intent of the entire program. The game of golf is just going to be a tool for them to put in their toolbox. We have etiquette classes, we have how to react to authority, all kinds of different activities that we're going to have with these kids. As a matter of fact, one of the things that we've already done with the kids is take them to Sands Horizons, where they were required to adopt a grandparent. So we take them out twice a week so they can interact with the senior citizens out at Sands. And it's very good because the seniors get something out of it, talking to the young kids, and the kids are learning stuff from these citizens, from these senior citizens, as far as, you know, history and things like that. Okay. We're going to hold on to these 5 until they're seniors and they graduate high school and they go on their way, because if they can shoot in the 90s and consistently keep it in the 90s, they can get a full ride to a D2 school. So there's an educational component with this also. Next year we'll pick up 4 freshmen. And the next year 4 more, and the next year 4 more. So we'll have a block of 16 kids that will be with us, and we'll just do a heavy educational component. We have a VSU professor on our board. We have a couple of VSU graduates on the board, and we have retired military personnel on our board. Along with the game of golf and the educational component and citizenship, I also want to make sure that we instilled a sense of patriotism in these kids, because I personally think they were lacking that. There was a young man out here that lived in Orley West, Marcus Sermons, very good kid, honor roll, everything like that, never got in trouble. And he wanted to go into the music business. He and I were talking one day. I suggested that he learn how to play the game of golf so he could network. He laughed at me and said, "That's for your folks." I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "That's for white people." And I said, "No, it's not, because you haven't heard of Calvin Pete or Lee Elders or some others." So the next day I brought my golf clubs in to work, got him when he got off the bus, put a club in his hand, showed him the swing, the stance. From that we went to hitting wiffle balls back and forth to each other. And then I thought it wasn't fair to get this young man that close. So I took him to a driving range, started hitting some balls, and got him on a golf course. And that's where it started. Getting back to Marcus Sermons, the young man that was taught to play this game in 1996. The look on his face on the first morning when we went to the golf course, the sun was just coming up, there was still dew on the grass, and just the look of peace and contentment on this young man's face. You could see a lot of different things going on, including the thought of, I thought I would never be here, and here I am. It turns out that Marcus Sermons did not go into the music industry. He is now an attorney in Jacksonville. And he has said that when he walks into the courtroom, he takes the rules of golf with him, the things he learned on the golf course. He takes that with him into the courtroom, the etiquette, the decorum, the professionalism. He learned that on the golf course, and he now takes it into the courtroom.
From April 6th to the 11th, the City of Valdosta and its Neighborhood Development Division celebrated National Community Development Week. The observance of Community Development Week began with a proclamation from city leadership.
Whereas the week of April 6th through 11th, 2015 has been designated as National Community Development Week by the National Community Development Association to celebrate the Community Development Block Grant Program.
Throughout the week, the Neighborhood Development Division worked closely with various organizations, offering workshops dealing with topics like fair housing, small business startup, and home buying. The week concluded with a city windshield housing stock survey done in partnership with Habitat for Humanity and VSU. And if you missed the home buying class during Neighborhood Development Week, from May through November, Habitat for Humanity will be offering home buyer education classes to anyone interested in attending. These workshops provide useful information to anyone looking to purchase a new home, whether they are an experienced or first-time home buyer. The workshops cover a variety of topics including pre-purchase decisions, financial and credit preparation, the purchase process, mortgages and loan options, first-time homebuyer programs, fair housing and equal credit opportunity, and post-purchase considerations. In order to attend the workshop, you must register by calling 229-245-1330. Once you're registered, you must attend one of the applicant meetings located at Crossing Jordan Baptist Church, 1401 Cypress Street on one of the following dates. After completing the application process, you'll be able to attend the home buying workshop at 2010 East Cypress Street. Meetings are scheduled for these dates, but are subject to change based on the number of applicants. For more information, call the Valdosta Lowndes County Habitat for Humanity at 229-245-1330 or visit their website at valdostahabitat.weebly.com. There you can find more information about home buying education, sign up to volunteer, or sponsor the program. From April 21st to the 23rd, the Georgia Fats, Oils, and Grease Alliance will be holding its 5th biannual conference and training event at the Rainwater Conference Center here in Valdosta. The event will be attended by nearly 200 fog inspectors, stormwater workers, and other professionals in the water and wastewater field. The Georgia Fog Alliance, which evolved from the Fog Task Force, was established in 2004 and focuses on environmental issues and develops training focusing on fats, oils, and grease. This conference serves as an opportunity for knowledge exchange between veterans in the waste and wastewater, code enforcement, and stormwater fields, helping them begin their own fats, oils, and grease programs or enhance existing fog programs. The conference will feature many presentations covering topics like fog production, capture, treatment, and disposal, and using GIS and other programs for fog. For more details on the conference, including a full agenda, registration fees, and information on transportation and accommodations, visit the group's website at georgiafog.com. When warm weather arrives, people begin working around the yard. It's important to keep stormwater pollution in mind, so here are a few tips while working on landscaping projects. Clean your driveway with a broom instead of a hose. Using a hose can result in accumulated car fluids from your driveway being washed into a road and into a catch basin, which discharges directly into a waterway untreated. Position downspouts away from pavement and direct them to grassy areas. Reuse water from downspouts by collecting it in a rain barrel and using it to water plants and gardens. Finally, consider creating a rain garden to collect runoff and allow it to soak into the ground. For more tips and information, contact the Stormwater Division at 229-259-3530. And remember, only rain goes down the drain. When we return from our final break, we'll give you more information on how Valdosta is participating in Georgia Cities Week. Stay right here. You're watching City Focus.
Hey, my name's Katie and I'm in the 9th grade. I'm an A average student and I'm an athlete working towards a scholarship. And everybody tells me how much potential I have. But I just wish someone would tell me where my next meal is coming from. Katie, how'd I do?
Do you have to be so serious?
Well, I mean, I did like a crazy dance in a movie if you want me to like, do a little, no.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
In honor of Georgia Cities Week, the City of Valdosta will be hosting a blood drive on April 21st. From 10 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, those who wish to donate blood can visit VFD Fire Station No. 1, located at 106 South Oak Street. Though 38% of the population meets the requirements to donate blood, less than 10% actually donate. Blood cannot be manufactured, it can only be collected from those generous enough to donate. The blood drive is a great opportunity for the city's residents to give the gift of life to someone who is in need, so come out and help save lives. If you have any questions, call the City of Valdosta's Public Information Office at 229-259-3548. That same day, the City of Valdosta, the Office of the Comptroller of Currency, and the FDIC will be sponsoring a community reinvestment forum. The event will have information on topics such as how community-based leaders plan community development activities, and you can also get information from CRA regulatory experts. Lunch will be provided for the event, and the forum will be held at the City Hall Annex Building at 300 North Lee Street from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. For more information, please contact the City of Valdosta's Neighborhood Development Division at 229-671-3617. And later on during Georgia Cities Week, the City of Valdosta is promoting local restaurants by celebrating Bring a Friend to Lunch Downtown Day on April 24th, coinciding with the theme of this year's Georgia Cities Week, Destination Downtown. For more details on opportunities to celebrate downtown, I spoke with Missy Smith, coordinator for Valdosta Main Street.
We have 7 different restaurants in downtown Valdosta, from Steel Magnolias to King's Grill, The Bistro, Blue Cafe, Blue Pub. I'm trying to think, I'm going to forget a couple. Covington's, 306 North. So there's all different kinds of price points, there's different types of menus. Come out and enjoy all of our delicious downtown eateries.
Perfect.
We have a whole bunch of different boutiques. There's art stores, there's the Urban Garden and the Flower Gallery if you're looking for greenery or a little spice of spring. There's all kinds of different things to do downtown. We'd like them to come back after Bring Your Friend to Lunch. We have a whole bunch of different things going on in May from First Friday, which is May 1st. There's going to be an art walk going on along with all of the other fun things that happen on First Friday with restaurant deals and bands playing in the different restaurants downtown. We also have Farm Days starting in May, so come out to downtown. It's not just for the special lunch day.
And if you're looking for more information about businesses and events downtown, visit ValdostaMainStreet.com. And if you're looking for more information about Georgia Cities Week, visit ValdostaCity.com/publicinformation. And with that, we come to the end of this episode of City Focus. To watch this and previous episodes of the show, and to sign up for our weekly newsletter, visit our website at ValdostaCity.com/Metro17. Make sure you keep up to date on everything going on in the city by following us on Twitter at City of Valdosta and subscribing to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta. And stay connected to Metro 17, your source for news and information, to watch more great programming. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to you joining us next time here on City Focus.